What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going through some engine plans for the big GQ. What am I going to do? Am I going to engine convert it? Am I fixing the TB42 that's in there? Am I doing something else completely different? Stick around and we'll find out. So today we've got another shed video. What I'm going to be doing though is talking about this. That's right, I purchased a second TB42 engine, so this one's going to be getting built to slap a turbo onto it because I've already got a turbo and manifold from another car that me and a mate parted out. So that's going to be going on. But first I've got to get it on the engine stand, which means removing the clutch and flywheel and crap. So let's get stuck into that and stick around. So, you might be wondering how this all came about. Well, I know in a few videos back, I mentioned I was going to do a Barra conversion, and I planned on doing that. I was going to do a naturally aspirated FG Barra engine, 190 kilowatts, perfect. Well, it turns out my mate Jack was doing the exact same conversion in his GQ. They're using a BF motor, naturally aspirated Barra in a GQ, which meant his EFI motor was going to be available. I'd always planned on getting rid of the carby and doing an EFI swap of some sort on my Maverick, and turns out the price was too good to refuse. I picked up everything that he didn't need for his Barra conversion, so ECU, wiring harness, obviously the engine, all the manifolds, everything that he didn't need for a bargain, a couple of $100. So my plan is to get rid of the factory ECU and wiring, run a Haltech, put a turbo on it, and just see how it goes. I'm not planning on massive big power results. I just want something that means that the thing's not going to slow down going up a hill on the highway, because it does. It is slower than a wet week. So let's get stuck into this. I'm going to remove the flywheel and get it on the engine stand. I've just been to the Big Green Shed, the sausage sizzle experts that sell hardware, and got some bolts to put it on the engine stand. We'll go from there. And because I bought bolts too long, I'm going to actually get into this one. Alright, so the engine mount spider just doesn't reach one of the bolts, so I'm only going to have 3 bolts holding the engine on instead of 4 onto the engine stand. I'm hoping it's going to be enough. I think it will be, but let me know what you guys reckon in the comments down below, in case I'm wrong. Otherwise I'll sort out a bit of box tube or something and run some bolts through it. That'll give the same effect. But for now, I'm just going to finish tightening all this up and get the big girl onto the stand. So, as you can see, this arm here only just doesn't reach the bolt hole down there. So, I think I'll get a bit of box tube and run it across the bottom, draw some holes in it, put some bolts through it, and just make it work to those arms. Well, there you have it guys. The motor is on the stand. I've still got the engine crane attached, just loosely, no tension on it. Only because it's a bloody big heavy engine, although that stands rated to 450 kilos. It's a big old donk. And without that extra fourth leg holding it, I'm just gonna leave it as it is. I'll get some box tube tomorrow and make up that fourth mount for it. But I was going to do the turbo manifold and turbo and bolt all that on, but just don't want to hang more weight off it than I have to right now. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next time. Catches. Alright guys, so it's the next day. Yesterday's attempt at putting the engine stand on wasn't really a great success. Today my buddy Troy, who's a bit of a wizard on the welder, made me up some new engine mount little arms that, you know, bolt onto the back of the engine. So these are the originals. They're about 150 mil long. Troy has kindly made me some new ones a bit longer. So that'll give me the ability to bolt these on and they'll fully reach the bolt holes where these guys wouldn't reach. That's what I'm going to be doing tonight, and after that, that's going to wrap up this video because the engine's going to be on the stand. Next time, I'm going to bolt on the turbo manifold, turbo, and start planning the lines and, you know, everything else that needs to go with it. So stay tuned for that one. Let's get into it. And there we have it, one extended arm homemade engine stand spider. Let's get it all bolted up. Alright, there she is. TB42, solid as a rock on the stand. Ain't going anywhere. This stand's rated to like 450 kilos, so I think she'll be right. As long as Troy's wheels hold up. But as you can see, everything's all nipped up, bolted up tight. I'm going to sign out on this episode. Thanks for watching. Next time, you'll see me bolting the turbo manifold on and the turbo. So let's see how we go with that. Cheers guys, take it easy.